Twitch.television. They're back at it again. You know what they say, everything is better in threes, so naturally we had to get a part 3 to this Twitch guideline saga. And I'm gonna be honest, it's even better than I could have imagined. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, the internet has been in absolute shambles over the last few days because Twitch has made a number of questionable changes to their terms of service, specifically on what type of content was going to be allowed on Twitch. As throughout the years, Twitch has had a number of, well, let's say, instances of people pushing the boundaries on their terms of service. I mean, we can't forget the dark times of the ASMR meta. This time, however, Twitch was forced to make some more concrete changes to their community guidelines because of the actions of a few, well, boundary-pushing streamers. Click the eye above if you want to learn more about that. Finally, however, it seemed like Twitch was going to give us some concrete information on just what type of content is actually allowed and not allowed on their platform, as Twitch made a number of changes to their community guidelines on what is actually allowed on Twitch, essentially loosening the rules around, well, nudity. Seemingly the biggest problem was the change made for the allowance of artistic nudity, meaning that all of my DJ and artist homies out there could draw all of the booba that they want. Of course, once these changes took hold and Twitch realized what they've done as their platform became permeated with all sorts of different AI and artistic nudity, they immediately pulled the plug. In a statement released less than 2.5 days after these terms of service were updated, Twitch CEO Dan Clancy said this: "Upon reflection, we have decided that we went too far with this change. Digital depictions of nudity present a unique challenge. AI can be used to create realistic images, and it can be hard to distinguish between digital art and photography. So effective today, we are rolling back these changes. Moving forward, these types of depictions won't be allowed on Twitch regardless of the medium. This will change nothing in relation to video games, though artistic nudity of any form is now banned. This includes both conventional art as well as things like body painting and other methods of expression that may involve this. While I wish we would have predicted the outcome, part of our job is to make adjustments that serve the community. I apologize for the confusion that this update has caused." To be fair, let's not roast Clancy and the Twitch team too hard. In general, though I disagree with some of the changes, I do think that overall some of the changes, especially some of the changes they made to the homepage and like recommended content, were good and create a better kind of Twitch environment for the average viewer. If you want to see my full thoughts on this, then check out the last video and click the eye above, though unfortunately it got demonetized because YouTube really didn't want me to talk about these Twitch updates. One of my biggest concerns when I saw this original changes to the terms of service on Twitch was people taking advantage of this sort of content changes. And just as I predicted, as soon as these changes went through, a lot of Twitch became immediately flooded, especially the art section, with this new type of content that was now allowed, pushing the boundaries a lot. Of course, there were a ton of streamers on the front line continually pushing the boundaries on these new Twitch ad rules, a lot of them with the intent to actually get Twitch to re-examine some of the changes that they made. Enter streamer Pay Money Wubby, who was actually recently banned for these escapades, certain types of art that he was posting and had on his Twitch stream. Now, I'm not going to show or talk about exactly what he was showing on stream, but let's be clear, Pay Money Wubby was intentionally trying to push the boundaries on these new rule changes. According to his Twitter from the other day, I want to make this clear, I was expecting a ban, and with that ban, hoping for guideline clarifications from Twitch. Of course, the funny thing about that tweet is literally like a day later, Twitch would actually revert a lot of the rule changes, specifically in the art category. Twitch is really flying by the seat of their pants here. Obviously, they knew that making these types of changes to their community guidelines and being, having more clarification on exactly what type of content, more adult content being allowed on their platform is going to create a series of challenges. This is very likely going to be one of many changes that are continually made to these policies and the community guidelines as Twitch continuously tries to figure out rapidly in real time what kind of content they want to allow on their platform, seemingly why all of these streamers rampantly abuse all of the changes made to the platform. At the end of the day, it does seem like Twitch is completely down with having, certain types of adult content on their platform, something that personally I'm not very happy with, but it seems like this is the direction that Twitch wants to go with. One of the few things that I actually thought they did well was creating a series of tag systems, which basically puts this certain type of content into a category, and if you have these tags active on your stream, it won't show it up. It won't make the stream show up in the homepage in the recommended channel. You can obviously still find the streams, but it's not explicitly just beamed to you randomly when you open Twitch. However, the thing that I really didn't understand about this system was their enforcement mechanism. Explicitly, it says failure to use these tags accurately will result in a warning, and the correct tag will be applied by Twitch to the stream. Now, personally, this seems kind of soft to me. If people are explicitly trying to not put these tags and doing this types of content repeatedly and it becomes a problem, this feels like it should result in some kind of a temp ban, soft ban, or bans that expound depending on if people continually break the rules, like really any other Twitch rule break. But what do I know? To be fair to Twitch, we have seen them over the last few days issue a number of bans to creators in this artistic category who have been pushing the rules a bit. So we'll just have to see going forward exactly how they're going to moderate these rules. I have no idea, man. I can imagine this is going to continue to be a clusterfuck over at Twitch if they try to sort out exactly what their rules are and how to explicitly say exactly what their rules are, as there's going to be streamers who constantly flirt with the line between these rules and pushing these boundaries. This is always going to happen. It's always happened really since Twitch's inception. Personally, I miss the days when twitch.tv was just a video game streaming platform and a bunch of people who just sit in front of a camera and talk about nonsense. However, it's naive to think that Twitch is ever going to go in that direction. They've made it pretty plainly clear the direction that they're going in, and I think that eventually they're going to get it figured out. However, though, I imagine they're going to stub their toe like many times before they eventually get these rules all the way ironed out. There is something ironic and pretty funny about the fact that originally these rules were changed in an attempt to bring more clarification to the Twitch guidelines and rule system and what their content allow in general, only to have to continue to make more explicit statements clarifying because there wasn't enough clarification in the first clarification. At the end of the day, if this is the direction that Twitch want to take their platform, that's perfectly fine. Obviously, a lot of people are going to be mad about it. Probably the biggest thing that I want to see from Twitch is a continued clarification on a lot of these rules, as well as a more robust enforcement mechanism and probably explicit bans for those people trying to get around this new system and continue to push the lines. I can only imagine that there's going to be a part 4 to this Twitch degen saga in the not too distant future, so keep your eyes up for that, as I can only imagine what sort of insanity the Twitch streamers over on Twitch are going to get up to with all of these rule changes. As always, guys, though, these are just my opinions, so let me know yours in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy the video, then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, as this engagement really does help the channel and help put the videos into the algorithm. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Drink your water, hug your mother. Until next time, stay safe out there. Peace, love, Adu. Born in 1980, said it's 95. Yeah, some of the best albums of all time. If I was you, a download, built